Yep, gotta put my earrings in. No, it's not just for a video. It's because I'm meeting my husband for lunch afterwards. Girls gotta look pretty. We talk a whole lot about booking parties and how important it is. But I think that there is one topic that we really have to drill into when it comes to parties, whether they're online, whether they're in person, whether they're in the shape of a bag or a pouch or a basket, whatever shape or size they come in, there is one very important part as the consultants. That part is host coaching. That's our topic today. Join me because you will not want to miss this. Ready, get set, let's go. Friends, it is Jackie. Welcome back to my channel, and today the topic, yes, it's all about host coaching. I don't know about you guys, but if this is something that you aren't yet comfortable doing or you haven't yet started doing, I'm hoping that this is going to give you some inspiration to begin doing it. Like I said at the beginning, guys, we talk a lot about booking parties, right? Having parties. And again, when I talk about parties, it's whatever that looks like in your world. For some of us, it's online. It might be home parties or in-person or events, anything like that at all where you have a host. That even includes fundraisers. And guys, sometimes the fundraisers are the ones that we forget about the most. Not only because they are a little bit harder to book, and sometimes, yes, they can be a little bit more, I don't want to say complicated, but a little bit more in depth. There's a little bit more steps, right? But all in all, doing a fundraiser is giving back, whether it's to an organization, to a community, maybe even to a family that desperately needs help. Fundraisers are vital to our communities and to our businesses. And I think it's an amazing way that Scentsy allows us to give back. One of the things though that I see the most, again with fundraisers included, is the host coaching piece is just not necessarily all there. And that's okay. Guys, we don't have to be perfect at every single aspect of our job, but at the same time, we continue to grow, we continue to find new ways, and we look for ways that we can change the script on what we're doing.
All right, Jackie, so what is host coaching?
Host coaching is truly an essential step in having parties. Host coaching is having either a conversation in person, email, text, phone, even if you're sending a party through the mail, which in my business, I do that a lot. So what I do is I actually have a one page that I send out with my pouch parties. And that page really kind of helps to set the tone for the host. So they know what's going on, what to expect, and kind of the flow of how things are going. Now you may be sitting there saying, but Jackie, I've had this conversation with my host. They already know what they're doing. I don't need to coach them. And that, my friends, is where the disconnect comes in. Because regardless of no matter how many times somebody has hosted a party for you, and maybe they've hosted amazing parties, it still does not mean that we have to leave this step out. This step is very important because not only are we excited to have that party working for our business, but at the same time, we want our host to be getting the most out of their experience as a host. Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna assume that everybody is telling their hosts what they get when it comes in the name of host rewards, okay? So I'm just gonna let that go. I'm gonna assume that everybody's doing that and we've got that covered, right? Done. But I want you guys to think about different ways that you can dig in just a little deeper. Now, I'm not talking that this needs to take like a whole day of your time. Not by any means. This is something that is very quick, to the point, is simple, concise, and we're going to keep it just very low key. But again, a very important part of the party process. I think it's very important that when we have a host, we truly know what is inspiring the host to host a party for us. Is it because they truly just want product half price and free? That's awesome. Is it because they just have so many friends that they're like, oh my gosh, I know a ton of people who love Scentsy, I can kill this? That's awesome too. For some of them, it may be that they are actually interested in joining your team, but either maybe you haven't asked them or they just aren't sure about taking that leap. So host coaching is truly all about having conversations with our hosts. Having conversations that truly drive us to figure out what is the intent, what is the end game. One of the really great ways that I like to utilize host coaching now that we have this amazing Maven application that we've partnered with is to be able to use Maven and create a wish list for my host. I encourage my host to get on and to really figure out what are their very favorite things out of the catalog. Are they a mom? Do they do a lot of cleaning around the house? Do they do a ton of laundry? Hello, laundry queen. Or are they our die-hard Scentsy fans, just like we are? And are they the wax and warmer types? You guys know what I'm talking about. Each host may have something particular that they happen to love. And there may be parts when you're looking at your host wish list of things that you notice are missing. Maybe you're having your host actually create that wish list already. I encourage you to go into Maven and actually create that wish list for them. First of all, it's shareable. So your host can then share, here are my favorite things with their guests. That can help generate excitement and sales. Because again, guys, Scentsy is so much more than wax and warmers. So just because we know that doesn't mean that everybody else does. Those customers that are going to be shopping for your host party may not know about our laundry line. So when their host, who is probably somebody they know in some shape or form, then recommends a certain product, they listen up. So this is very important. Because again, we're having the host help to influence his or her guests at their party and help them realize that, yeah, we've got a lot of new things to offer. Now that host coaching is not just the actions you take as you're setting up the party. Host coaching includes the entire party process, from the very first stage of them accepting to host a party, all the way until the follow-up parts of your business. So in the beginning, you're hopefully having those conversations as to how the party works, the Scentsy host rewards system and how that works. You're setting up expectations, again, about how payments can be done, how is tax calculated, how are we going to close this party? Are we doing it also online and in person? What do they need to be doing? And what are you going to do for them to take care of things? Once the party is going, of course, you as the consultant, you're going to be playing a very active role. Again, even if this is an in-person party or an online party, no matter the shape of the party, your actions are still going to be the same. You're going to be leading, okay? You are the ring master of the party. You're the one who is setting the tone, and you want to really work with your hosts and having them be just as excited as you are about hosting this party. The more invested and the more active that your host is, the better off you're going to get results. Now, when the party closes, of course, you want to be there to help the host to reconcile any orders. And it's also a very good tip as a consultant to look for ways that you can help those customer orders and saving money. Maybe they didn't realize there was a bundle and save on the bathroom cleaners. Maybe they've already ordered 2. Why not give them the opportunity to get the bundle and save of buying 3 and saving some money? Also, don't forget to be mentioning Scentsy Club. You need to be talking to the guest and to the host about this amazing program. After the party closes, does that mean that the excitement ends? Oh, heck no. You are now gonna work with your hosts, let them know the timeline of the orders and the products arriving. For some, that may look like the products arriving to you as the consultant. You're gonna organize, you are going to set everything up, and then you're either gonna personally deliver them to the host or to the guests of the party. During that delivery stage, of course, you're going to want to make sure that you are setting up a timeline of expectation for your host and all of their customers. Here's a quick example. I'm so happy to deliver your order to you. I hope you enjoy it. Do me a favor, and when you put your warmer up, would you mind posting it on Facebook and tagging me? Because I love to feature my customer products. That is a really great way to be able to not only keep that guest involved and keep them excited, but also to help, again, as an influencer. That guest may end up hosting their own party. That guest may become one of your best customers, or that guest may actually end up becoming one of your newest Rockstar team members. In your follow-up procedure, however that goes, if it looks like the 2x2x2 method, if it looks like 4x4x4, whatever your method looks like, make sure you're following up. With that follow-up, pay special attention to that host. Make sure you are thanking that host. Make sure that you are informing your host that they truly have done a great service. And you, in turn, want to make sure that you are serving them just as well. So be sure that you are keeping in contact with those hosts, because things might come up. They may have themselves or one of their guests may end up a few months down the line saying, oh my gosh, my bulb burned out. Now I don't know what to do. Hopefully you've still maintained a relationship with that host and at least reached out to that customer during a follow-up process. But making sure that you're explaining to your host what they can do in the case of somebody coming to them months, weeks, what have you, after the party. Remember, guys, Scentsy offers that limited lifetime warranty on the majority of all of our products. We want to make sure that our products are being taken care of, that our customers are still satisfied with everything, and that they're kept up to date on all the latest and greatest products that Scentsy is delivering. Are you guys ready to put host coaching into practice? I hope so. Take these ideas and run with them. Start really focusing on host coaching. Start really focusing on what that looks like for you. When I am doing more long distance parties, again, I like to kind of concise it all into a document. So not only hopefully have I covered that in conversations with my host, but they have something that they can reference and look back at. Because guys, especially for me personally, I'm a very visual person. So if I have a list of things that I can go back and reference, I don't have to remember it. And that takes a lot of weight off my shoulders. You want to be doing that service for your host as well. Be sure that you are subscribing and make sure that you hit the bell for notifications, because not only are training videos coming, but of course, more unboxing and product reviews. You don't want to miss everything that is happening. Until next time, peace, love, happiness. Bye.